All right, everyone, we've got some first impressions. Today was the Pokemon, was it Pokemon Direct?
Pokemon Presents, Pokemon
Pokemon
Direct.
Presents, Pokemon,
Yeah.
yeah, who knows at this point. Um, and it was like the longest one they've ever done. Like 40
Oh, it was so
minutes?
good.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like half an hour. I think it ended up being half an hour.
Um, so we got to see Arceus, we got to see I don't know, I feel like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I feel like we've already seen a lot of that. So the big thing
Yeah.
for me was Arceus. What were your what first impressions? What were your initial thoughts here?
I'm really excited. Like, I think Legends Arceus looks so good. Like they really cleaned up the graphics since
Yeah,
the first trailer that we got, the first initial trailer. I thought everything looked really, really cool. The color scheme is like really cool. It reminds me like of like an older, like more faded color scheme with the graphics on
yeah,
there.
yeah. It seems like kind of Okami esque, and like they
Yeah.
also updated the visuals for Brilliant Diamond. That actually did take me by surprise. Like
Yes, those looked so good.
it looked, yeah, like things were glistening in that
Yes.
in that video. Um,
Yep.
and we I was taking a look at the video itself, and of course uh we got updates for the Pokemon the mobile games. I guess there's a bunch
Yes.
now, right? My
Yeah,
God,
Pokemon Go,
Pokemon,
Cafe
yeah,
Mix.
Cafe Mix was the one, and it's like there's so many. Pokemon makes a ton of money off of mobile games now.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. And then once Pokemon Unite comes to
Oh my,
mobile this September.
that's just when the world is over. Um, and we got an announcement of the next two characters, which I figured you would be excited about. We got
Oh
uh
yes.
Sylveon, right? Is that
Yep.
right?
She's right back. She's right back
Right, right,
there.
right, right back there. And we
Right
also
back
got
there.
Mamoswine of all
Yeah.
Pokemon. You'd think that they would be putting in like their top tier Pokemon,
It's interesting the
right?
Pokemon that they're choosing. It's almost as
Right?
if they're trying to give like the star, like the fame to other Pokemon that may not necessarily have the big spotlight, you know?
Yeah. But like, oh my god. And um oh,
Is
and
there
Pokemon
another Pokemon that you would have rather had instead of Mamoswine?
instead of Mamoswine, I would have any of the Pokemon I would have rather had. No, I mean, I don't know,
Any?
like throw in Blossom, throw in I don't know, Elekid. Throw in any Pokemon
Mm.
that's like eh, I'm just throwing in wild card random Pokemon off the top of my head. Mamoswine, like, is it that popular? And the ones I listed are not popular. I'm not saying they are.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's a growing consensus that Pokemon sees online that people are like, yeah,
Yeah.
Mamoswine.
Oh, they have
Or
to have.
maybe they're just trying to push it on, you know?
Yeah, they've got to have already. They do have to have some data on what the most popular Pokemon are, though. They really
Yeah.
do. I mean, like they have Pikachu. They could do Mimikyu or something. Whatever. The point is, they have 700 something to choose from,
Oh,
right?
I know.
Like yeah. It was just interesting. Like out of all of them, Mamoswine, Sylveon, I totally got. Like that made perfect sense. Um,
Sylveon, I'm very excited for. Sylveon is currently my favorite evolution.
it's so
So
nice. Yeah.
So knowing that it's coming, I'm so super excited to use it. Like I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Unite now, like every single day, so I can save up coins for it.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Because
got to be.
I already spent like 10,000 of the
Oh,
in-game
what'd you get?
coins. Garchomp.
Oh, Garchomp. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been doing Gengar. Gengar's
Oh
my
yes,
boy. Um,
Gengar.
yeah. And so we got that. We got so the Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Yes.
Uh, it looks like it's a faithful remake. I liked how they showed also that in some places you are real life sized.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like in all the battle scenes, basically your life size in all the battle scenes. So that's really nice.
and like cutscenes, I believe.
Yeah, some of the cutscenes, I think.
Yeah.
But it looks
Um,
so good. Definitely faithful, but like to the max, like upgraded faithful, right?
yeah.
Because we've got the
Yeah.
Grand Underground. Like, have you
Yeah, yeah.
seen the map for the Grand Underground on
Oh,
the
I saw that
website?
there's I saw they expanded on somehow. And then
Oh
there's
my gosh,
you
it's
like put different
huge.
you like put different like statues, and then they uh allow you to find different Pokemon or something.
Yeah,
It's
I don't totally understand how that's gonna work, so I'm super excited to get the game and just try it out for myself. But
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you take a look at the map, it is so extensive.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like underground tunnels and those little hideaway areas
Oh
all
man.
over the Sinnoh region, and it's just so exciting to
Yeah,
see. And also, they've got like Pokemon from all generations up to Gen 4 in
okay.
this game.
Yeah. It's very interesting to me because like I only played uh that I only played Diamond and Pearl recently, and
Okay.
there's no underground. Like the underground was
Yeah,
a multiplayer aspect of that game, and so I that just didn't exist for me. So
right.
I'm quite excited for, like, man, maybe I get to actually, live out that period of Pokemon that I did not get a chance to see.
Yeah, that's right. Because when I first played Pokemon Diamond when I was like 8 years old,
Yeah.
like on my DS, like I didn't really have the online portion, so I couldn't really do anything online with people. But with the Nintendo Switch and the ease of access that Nintendo has given us for online Pokemon gaming,
Yeah.
it's just made the underground in the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl just that much better because like as we see from the website, they go into more detail on the website than they did in the presents, but
Yeah.
you can see pictures and like they explain that the online communication for the underground is totally a thing. You guys can work together and like play together. I'm so excited for that. I can't wait to see how that's going to like play out.
Yeah, and there was something they mentioned at the end of the Arceus presentation, and I was watching someone. I was on Twitch watching one of our friends just like talk about it, and I think he was like, "Ooh, I don't know what it was. I think it was that there's like no tournaments now, like there's no like championships. I don't know what was that at the end of the
Yeah.
presentation. There was something weird that they were like snuck in at the end of the presentation, for like the
Yeah, they mentioned that there's not going to be any ranked battles
ranked
in
battles.
anything.
Yeah,
They're going to ranked battles are staying in Sword and Shield, which to be honest, totally makes sense because the ranked battle system that they've got going in Sword and Shield is working really, really well. And I don't think the Pokemon company
yeah,
wants to give that up right away
right.
because once they put ranked battles into a newer game, no one's going to play Sword and Shield as much anymore.
Right, right, right. Oh man. And I guess let's I mean, is there anything else in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? Those things just seem like just remakes. They started glowing, and
They're
I'm like,
so
"Oh,
good.
we're going to see Arceus and sorry, what is it? Dialga and Palkia start glowing, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna see other forms. Like people were expecting them to have like these different forms, and nope,
Right.
it's just the box art, and
That's
so
right.
it's like, okay, you just get your faithful remake, and they made it not as chibi as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was gonna be just the most chibi, like childish thing ever, and so I'm a little bit optimistic when it comes to. So I guess that's just all there is on Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. That's great. When it
I
comes
know,
to,
but
yeah,
I've got
yeah,
to mention that the super contests,
yeah.
they're also going to be online now
Oh yes,
also.
and they're going to be doing are they super contests, the beauty pageant things?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what the super contests are. Yeah, where you can like up to 4 people online or not online. You can do the little contest things and you can win like those stickers if you come in a good place, which is awesome. Those stickers seals that you put on the Pokeball, which
Yeah.
is just so faithful to the original where we had like the seals that you can put on the Pokeballs and then when you throw it, there's like the little animation where like
Aw.
all everything I'm very excited to get that.
Yeah.
And then also we've got to mention the fact that Ilka, okay, has done a great job. The company, Ilka's
Okay,
the
yeah.
company
Okay, I was
that
like,
is developing this game,
yeah.
and for it not being Game Freak, Ilka is doing such a fantastic job with the graphics, with the gameplay. I mean, come on, our Pokemon are finally gonna follow us around, just like the Heart Gold and Soul Silver remakes.
I mean,
Like
don't they
having
follow around in a couple of them? Like
not a lot of them. I didn't play Gen 6 or 7, so I can't speak about
well, not
Kalos
that.
and
I'm
Alola
saying like the
regions.
most recent ones they follow you around. Let's Go
Let's Go they do.
the DLC for
Just
the
the
new one.
DLC
Just
though,
the
yeah.
DLC.
So
So,
that's the thing. It's like
yeah.
just a DLC. You have to pay extra for the DLC in Sword and Shield if you want your Pokemon to follow you around.
Which
And
I
once
found
you
pretty
have
weird, yeah. That's
yeah,
pretty weird.
and then once you have it, you can't fall the Pokemon can't follow you around in the Galar region. Like you still have to
Oh,
go to Isle of
really?
Armor or Crown
Oh
Tundra.
my
Yeah,
god.
they won't follow you
They
around.
won't follow you around.
So
It's a no Pokemon zone.
that's
Except
right. So the fact that they're doing this here is just that wasn't in Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. They only introduced Pokemon following you around in the Gen 4 remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver or Gold and
wow.
Silver.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
only introduced it there. Then they brought it back, I think, in Let's Go. Again, I
Yeah.
didn't play 6 or 7, Gen 6 or 7, so I can't say.
No, I
But
don't think it was in there. I
I don't
played
think so.
yeah, I'm like I played those. I don't think they were following me around at all. No.
Yeah, they
There's
brought it back
photography.
in Let's Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when they brought it back in Let's Go, I played Let's Go Pikachu. So much fun. I loved having them like walk around. And of
Yeah.
course you could have two of them, right? Because you could have your Pikachu or your Eevee as well as one behind
I don't know
you.
about that because let's say it was Snorlax, you'd latch on to Snorlax. I feel like it was one or the other.
But Pikachu and Eevee stay on your shoulder.
Even if one's following you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
I have to take a look at that because I'm like maybe not with like Snorlax where like you are attached to him on the side. I don't know
Yeah,
if they
yeah, yeah,
animated
yeah.
that or Onyx where you're on top of him, but I have to
Yes.
see. That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
it's
Pikachu and
adorable.
Eevee, they stay on your shoulder. They pretty much
Yeah,
stay on your shoulder the entire game.
yeah.
And then they come on like I don't think Pikachu or Eevee ever actually follow behind you. I think it's
No,
only
they
like
definitely go
your
on your
party
shoulder. I'm like,
Pokemon.
do you end up with two? Was my question, but
Yeah, I think
alas,
you do end up with two. But yeah, anyways,
I'm
I'm
excited.
super
Yeah.
excited.
And then we've got and then we've got Arceus, which they showed us that
Crazy.
it's more than just a tech demo. It's
It
more than
looks
just a
so
tech demo.
good.
It does look like they are embracing the RPG format, like you were just saying before we started. Um, it does. They did the one thing that I was always saying, which is just like have the battles happen wherever you are. Like, why do you have to take people out of the environment? Like
Right.
Fire Emblem started doing, where it's like, well, Fire Emblem started like zooming in, but um, you know, that showed like, okay, you're in an actual area, you know,
Mm.
whenever up until Arceus, you just like, okay, we're gonna have a white background or like grass, generic. Like you even see it with a remake of Pearl, where it's like, what is this cosmic area that we're in? Like
Yeah.
it just detaches you from whatever battle you're in. I don't know. It just seemed
Right.
unnecessary. You can design areas and have battles go on in those areas. I don't know. So that was really
And then
nice.
Arceus does that.
Yeah, and it does that, and it has uh, it has this weird catching system that is adapting the proper. It seems like it's adapting the original catching system, but it's
Mm.
like a mix between Let's Go and the regular catching system where you
Yeah.
auto target and then you throw a Pokeball, but you also need to weaken Pokemon sometimes, and so it isn't as just gimmicky as Let's Go's catching system was. So I found that very
That's
interesting.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. I found, and then going off that topic, it's kind of like they gave each Pokemon their own individual personality, as we saw in the trailer. Like Bidoof will just come right up to you, and you don't have to hide. You don't have to do anything. They'll just come up to you. Starly will want to flee if you aren't
Yes.
strategic in your stealth, like moving, and like Shinx will attack you, and like Shinx is shown in the trailer as being you have to weaken Shinx. but you don't have to weaken Bidoof. You could probably just throw the
Yeah.
ball at Bidoof and then it'll be caught. And so I love seeing all those different personalities, and I can't
And
wait to
that's
get my hands on that game.
like I always critiqued. I was always critical of Pokemon because the Coliseum and Stadium games, those always had a ton of that personality. Like, I don't
Mm,
know, it's hard for me to point to exactly where, but they had a ton of that personality whenever you sent out a Pokemon. They had announcers in those games, like telling you about all the like status conditions, but like all these different things. The games
right.
had personality, and ever since then, like it felt a little more kind of bland. And seeing that they're actually giving these Pokemon personalities, um, like just makes me a little more optimistic about Arceus. It
Oh
is,
yeah.
yeah, it is kind of weird though that it's like in in older time, like they send up a firecracker when when a Pokeball catches someone, it shoots up a firecracker. Like
That's
what?
right, it does.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's awesome.
I think it's interesting. It'll make me wonder, like, what sort of story they're gonna talk about with how the Pokeballs were made. Like, they'll probably
Yeah.
talk about it because there is crafting involved. We have to
Oh, is it
craft
craft?
our own Pokeballs. Yeah,
Really? What? I
yeah,
did not catch that.
yeah. We have to craft our own Pokeballs using like apricorns and like other items that we find around, and then we use those. So I wonder if they'll talk about like how to craft and like why they
don't
work the way they do.
don't teach kids how to make firecrackers out of acorns. That is not okay. Um, yeah, and it's interesting too because you also have the main characters are named, which I think is a first. You get to play as a guy or a girl, and they both have a name, as opposed to like just being red or blue.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they'll still allow us to change the names because
Yeah.
obviously with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, we know that the characters' names are Dawn and Lucas.
Okay, so
So
maybe
like
that
that
it's
might
like
be the
that.
same
Yeah.
might be the same thing with Akari and Ray, I believe their names are.
Right. Yeah.
And then we might be able to change them just as we normally do. I don't I don't know if they'll have customization like the remakes do. The remakes have customization of
Yeah.
your character.
Yeah.
Um
They
I
you
wonder if they'll
must.
have that in this one. I'm not sure. They haven't said anything about that.
I think they did. I think they said that you could get like some sort of Growlithe uh
Oh,
attire.
yes.
So,
Yes, the attire, but I mean like facial features,
yes,
hairstyles,
yes, yes.
because you
That.
can change that in the remakes. I
Oh,
can't believe
wow.
it.
Yeah. That's weird. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Um and I guess the last thing I'll note, cuz I know we're going pretty far over, is Growlithe without eyes. What is
That's
that?
the
Yeah,
At first I was kind of like, "Oh." And then the more I looked at it, I was like, "That's kind of
it's
cute."
kind of
It
cute.
makes me really interested in what they're going to do for Arcanine. Like it evolves. How
Right.
is Arcanine going to look
Yeah.
different? Like is Arcanine going to have eyes or is it going to be like
It's gonna be
covered? I don't know.
shaggy. It's gonna be so shaggy. I don't know.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh man. And I
But
mean,
there is one extra thing that I want to talk about
yes,
with
yes.
Legends Arceus, and that is the lore behind Team Galactic. Because as we know, we are part of a team called Galaxy,
Okay.
and if you look on the website and you look at like the story or whatever, like the different people, the captain, the leader of this team is called Captain Silene. And I'm pretty sure that this is confirmed that Silene is an ancestor of Cyrus,
Oh
who as
boy.
we know is the evil character in Team Galactic. And something that they mentioned, which many people I think sort of glossed over, but I didn't because I've been thinking about Team Galactic every time I see like the little symbol that we have
Yeah.
on in the Arceus. But in the Pokemon Presents, the when they were explaining the game after, they said like as part of the survey team, like it's your job to look after different Pokemon and figure them out. And all of that will be key into figuring out the true motives behind the
Oh
adventure. Like they
man.
said something like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we are going to be a part of like Team Galactic. And like, there's going to be like some RPG like moment where like Captain Silene goes bad. This is what I'm thinking. And like, hoping for. I mean, I obviously don't want to get my hopes up, but like the fact that Captain Cylene spelt C-Y at the beginning, Cyrus is
Okay.
C-Y-R-U-S.
Okay.
They look very similar. The symbol on their side is the same symbol as Team Galactic, just slightly differed.
Oh
Like the
man.
outside symbol is the same.
Oh man.
They're called Team Galaxy. Like there are so many parallels that I just really think that we're going to be involved in some sort of undoing, and then we're gonna have to try and fix it or something. And
Yeah.
because they also mentioned like how is obviously Arceus is a part of this game, but
Yeah.
how is Arceus a part of it? They mentioned in the video, and I'm like, Arceus is gonna like destroy everything, or I
It's
don't know.
oh my god. I
But
like
there's some big ties to Team Galactic, I think, that are coming up in this game, and this game is
and
a do not
it's
miss
cool
game.
how they're just putting both of those out at the same time, just in case. Like, get that lore in. Oh
Oh
man.
yeah,
It's like 3 months apart.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited. And if they're going the RPG route, then like if I know anything about like Final Fantasy, then they're going to have some sort of plot
Yeah.
line and some sort of plot twist, which
Yeah.
I think is going to be this.
Which I do hope, because that means that they're actually, we expect more from a Pokemon game these days, and if they actually do this, they would be taking that extra step.
That's
Um
right.
yeah. So I'm excited. Yeah, I guess that would wrap up our first impressions of the Pokemon Presents. There's so
That's
much,
right.
and you know what wasn't in there? The Pokemon toothbrush game. There's no yeah. Or whatever. Pokemon has like 8 different mobile games, which I'm not going to list right now because it'll take way too much time. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Head over to Rhaeveon's channel. I'll have it linked over in the description. And we'll catch you guys next time.